Hello everyone and welcome back to Covetous Imp Gaming. Today I want to talk about your big bad evil guy and as the Dungeon Master, getting acquainted with that evil guy as soon as possible. Please like this video, leave us a comment below about videos you would like to see in the future, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're alerted to our future content, and check us out over on Facebook and Patreon. Those links are down below. So as I said, you need to get acquainted with your big bad evil guy. And that needs to happen before session 0. Whether you're writing your own campaign or you're playing a pre-written one, you need to understand who your big bad guy is, what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, and you need to have answers for all those questions so that they can be the antagonist that the party needs them to be. So the first one is who? Who are they? And it's more than just what's their name. Are they a vampire? Are they a lich? Are they an archdevil? Are they a schemer? Are they a trickster? Do they have the hubris to pop in, be in the party's face, toy with them a little bit, try to put them against one another, and then leave laughing because he knew or she knew that there was no way that the party stood a chance against them in that particular moment? So our next question is what? And that question starts with, what do they want? Do they want the end of the world? Do they want to feed souls to a newborn death god? Do they just want to do everything for love? And ultimately, what do they have that sets them apart from other vampires or liches or archdevils or whatever? What is that item that's going to make the party say, this is the problem we have to deal with right now? We have to put all our attention into dealing with this guy or this villain. Our next question is where, and that's where is that final conflict going to take place? Is it going to be a long forgotten temple and this person just sits in the bottom of the temple waiting and scheming for his moment to be face to face with worthy adversaries? Or do they sit in a castle overlooking their land and watch as the party kind of undoes their schemes, one day at a time? Your next big question is when, and the when is, what level is the party going to be when they get to this final battle? And that will help you kind of set up your stat block for your big bad guy. And I will go into making a stat block in a future video, possibly going through it step by step online. I'm going to skip over why shortly and move on to how. And the how is, how do they go about getting what they want? And are they the kind of bad guy that will send their minions out? Are they the kind that just schemes and hides behind traps and things like that? Or are they out there kind of trying to pull a party member to their side or cause strife inside the party? Are they the cat and mouse game where they'll play with their food before they eat? I said I wanted to come back to why, and it's because I think why is the biggest and most important reason for getting to know your bad guy. And the why is, why are they doing what they're doing? The villain has to see themselves as the hero of their story. So you being familiar with your bad guy's backstory is just as important as your players being familiar with their own backstories. It's what causes them to be the villain. But seeing themselves as the hero, I want to destroy the world and have it be remade, is, kind of like that Thanos idea. Thanos very much saw himself as the hero in all the things that he did until pretty much the very end. So seeing yourself as the hero, obviously you don't think that the things that you're doing are wrong. You think that they're right for a certain reason. One thing that you can consider is, if you're going the political intrigue route, having a shared bond with a player or a character can help cause that connection to happen between your villain and that character, and possibly sway that person or possibly the entire party onto their side. And if you're running a pre-written campaign and your party kind of goes off into left field and joins up with the bad guy or something like that, you can kind of just flip the whole campaign on its head and make the ally or the assumed protagonist the bad guy, and have the party aid the antagonist in their efforts to be successful. I know that is a by far 1 in a million chance, but it's something that you could be prepared for if you have a party that's willing to be morally loose. Prepare for, what happens if my party decides to join up rather than oppose. So in being a dungeon master, that is probably one of my favorite things, is playing the villain, learning his backstory, expanding on their backstory, and causing the party to slowly build up this hatred for the villain, so that when they're face to face finally, it is just go time, and everybody's on the edge of their seat. Everybody is hyper focused on the events of the battle. And that's really what D&D is all about, right? If you have any further questions about breathing life into your big bad evil thing, please leave them in the comments down below. I love answering questions like this and would love to help people in any way that I can in this regard. I want to give a quick shout out to our newest patron, Alex P. We appreciate all the support, and I hope to continue bringing you guys content that you enjoy. So as I said last week, this is going to be a whole series on world building and BBEG development. I hope you guys are enjoying them. If you have any questions about any of those topics, please leave them in the comments down below. We appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.